Hi everyone, welcome to a heart pumping 20-minute flow. Let's start today seated with our legs crossed and just take a few shoulder rolls. Slowly lifting our shoulders up to our ears and then back down. And then let's roll on over to our knees, bringing our big toes to touch and spreading our knees out wide. Sitting back in our seat, reaching our palms forward and drawing our forehead to the mat for child's pose. Take a deep breath in and exhale everything out. Setting ourselves up for our practice, relaxing into our seat. Inhale and exhale. Another inhale, stretch a little longer, and exhale it all out. Let's take one more deep breath in and an audible exhale out. And pushing ourselves up into tabletop, planting our hands firmly into the mat. We're just going to arch our spine, lifting our chin to the sky, and then drawing that spine up towards the sky for some cat-cows here. Inhale, chin to the sky. Exhale, arch that spine up. Inhale and exhale, arch. Inhale and exhale. Come to a stationary position, tuck those toes, and let's slowly shoot our hips up into our first downward dog of class. I like to take my downward dogs with a nice bend in my knees. Maybe walk that dog out. That feels good to you today. Taking as many walks as you would like. You could always come back to stationary. Inhale, let's gaze forward and slowly travel to the top of your mat. Reaching your palms to the mat, letting that head hang low. And let's grab opposite elbows here for ragdoll pose. Drawing that chin into your sternum. An option to just sway those hips back and forth, really making some movement with this ragdoll. Feeling that stretch in your upper and lower back here, your hamstrings. Taking a nice bend in those knees. Let's drop those palms to the mat. And then let's slowly rise up one vertebrae by one vertebrae till we get to standing position. And then let's draw those shoulders away from those ears. Tuck that belly button into your spine and reach those palms forward to the front of your mat here. Let's close our eyes and let's just set an intention for class today. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. I offer the intention of gratitude, being grateful for everything that you have in your life, everything that brings you joy. Let's inhale, reach those arms up overhead for mountain, and exhale, baby back bend those arms. Inhale, mountain once more, and exhale, drop those palms to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice tabletop at that back, and plant those hands into the mat, high plank, chaturanga, dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Shoot those hips to the sky. Let's do one little walk out. Let's do that again. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose, reaching those fingertips long. Exhale, baby back bend, draw that chin to the sky. Inhale, mountain, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, plant those hands, high plank, chaturanga, dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, shine that heart, and exhale, shoot those hips up, downward facing dog. Take another inhale, gaze forward, And exhale, travel to the top of your mat. This time, inhale, let's sit down deep in a chair pose here, reaching those arms up overhead. Knees are just behind your toes. You can see all 10 toes when you take a look down. Option to bring your feet to hip width distance apart here. Let's bring our hands to prayer pose, and let's ground down in that right foot. Slowly lifting that left foot up and reaching it back behind you, keeping your hands in prayer pose. Twist open to your right side, bringing your left elbow to your right outer knee. Gazing to the top of the room. Option to gaze down at the floor for more stability. Pushing with equal force into both palms. Really taking all the power in that front leg. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your gaze to the mat. Bring that back foot to meet your front. And drop those palms to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant those hands into the mat. High plank. Chaturanga, Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Shine that heart. And exhale, downward facing dog. Shoot those hips back behind you. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Sit down deep into a chair pose. Take a look and make sure you can see all 10 toes. And then let's bring our hands to prayer pose. Ground down in that left leg here, lifting that right foot up off the mat. And then let's twist over to our left side, bringing our right elbow to our left outer knee. Gazing up at the ceiling. Option to gaze down at the mat for more stability. Grounding down in that front leg, pushing with equal force with both palms. Feeling the stretch here. Let's take another inhale and then gaze towards the top of the mat, and then slowly bring that right foot to meet that left and come back, and then drop down into the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, plant those hands. High plank, Chaturanga, Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's walk it out here. Bending one knee, then the other. Let's take an inhale and lift that right leg high. Bringing that knee to our nose, holding here. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg high one last time. And exhale, plant that foot in between those palms. And rotating that back foot 45-degree angle, reaching those arms up overhead for warrior one. Taking a look at your hips, making sure both of them are shining to the front of the room and reaching those fingertips up tall. Feeling that stretch in our hip flexors here. And then we're going to rotate that back foot parallel with the short edge of our mat and reach those fingertips out long for warrior two, bringing that knee directly over that front ankle. Then we're going to tic-tac those hands to 6 and 12, bringing our front arm to our feet. Gazing at our top hand, feeling that stretch in the side body here. Then let's reverse that warrior, bringing that front arm up and over our body, reaching towards the back of the room. Cartwheel those hands, plant them to the mat. High to low plank, Chaturanga, Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, let's lift that left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Let's hold it there. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale that left leg one more time and plant that foot in between those palms. Rotate that back foot and rise up for warrior one. Feeling those hips, making sure they're both square to the front of the room. Reaching those fingertips long. And then rotate that back foot parallel with the short edge of your mat and reach those fingertips. Front knee is right above that front ankle for warrior two. From here, let's tic-tac those arms, 6 and 12, bringing our gaze to the top of the room. Feeling that stretch in our side body here. not collapsing on our right side. And then let's reverse that warrior, bringing that front arm over your body, reaching to the back of the room. Cartwheel those hands and plant them into the mat. High to low plank, chaturanga, dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to build some heat, get that heart pumping, flowing through this twice. Inhale, lift that right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, high. And exhale, plant that foot. Rise up to warrior one. Reach those arms out long, warrior two. And tick-tock those hands to 6 and 12. Reverse that warrior. And cartwheel those hands. Plant them into the mat. High to low plank. Chaturanga, dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift that left leg high, knee to nose. Inhale, knee to nose. And inhale one more time. Exhale, plant that foot, rotate that back foot, and reach up for warrior one. Spread those arms out long, warrior two. And tick-tock those hands, 6 and 12. Let's reverse this warrior, reaching to the back of the room, and cartwheel those hands toward the mat. High to low plank, chaturanga, dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift that right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, high one more time. And exhale, plant that foot in between your palms. Rotate that back foot, warrior one. And reach those long arms out long, warrior two. Tick-tock those arms, and then reverse that warrior. Cartwheel those hands and plant them into the mat. High to low plank, chaturanga, dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift that left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, high one more time. Exhale, plant that foot, rotate that back foot, and reach up for warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, tick-tock those arms to 6 and 12. And then let's reverse this warrior. Cartwheel those hands and plant them into the mat, high to low plank. Chaturanga, dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's walk this out here, catching our breath. Hopefully your hearts are pumping. Let's take a deep bend in our knees here, reaching our sternum to those knees. And let's inhale, lift that right leg high. And let's bring that right knee to that right elbow. For pigeon pose, drop that back knee down, untuck those toes, reach those fingertips out long, and drop that forehead to the mat. Feeling the stretch in your hip flexors, your right hamstrings. Take a deep breath. And exhale out. Reaching those fingertips as far as you can. Just relaxing into this pose. Breathing in and out. Let's take one more deep breath in all together. And exhaling, slowly push yourselves up, bringing your palms back to your right knee, tucking those back toes, lifting that back leg up, and bringing that right leg to meet that left leg up into a downward facing dog, and lift that left leg high. And let's bring that left knee to that left wrist, dropping that right foot down, reaching those palms forward out in front of you, and dropping that forehead to the mat. Feeling that stretch in their hip flexors, that left hamstring, just releasing to this pose. Taking a deep breath in and exhaling everything out. Inhale and exhale, sink down deeper into your seat. Reach your fingertips a little longer. Another inhale and exhale. Just let yourself go. Fall deeper and deeper into this pose. Let's take one more inhale all together. And then as we exhale, let's slowly draw our fingertips back into the mat. Untuck those back toes and reach that front foot to meet that back foot in our last downward dog of class. And let's drop down into our knees and roll on over to our seat, spreading our legs out long, sitting up nice and tall. And then let's slowly roll down into the mat. For our final pose, Shavasana, let our feet hang wide, dropping our arms to the mat, spreading out our palms, taking a deep breath in, and exhaling everything out. Maybe bringing back our intention we started with class. I offered up gratitude. Give gratitude to yourself for showing up, for your body, for allowing you to do this practice today, for everything that brings you joy. Take a deep breath in and slowly exhale everything out. Inhale and exhale. Just melting into your mat here, letting everything go, soaking in all the benefits of today's practice. Let's start to slowly come back to our breath. Start by wiggling our fingertips and then our toes. And then let's roll on over to one side, bringing our knees up to our chest, resting our head onto our bottom arm for fetal pose. And with our top arm, let's push ourselves into a seat. Come with your legs crossed, your hands on your knees. And let's close our eyes. And let's just roll those shoulders up and down our spine again. Up and down. Up and down. And let's take a deep breath in and an audible exhale out. Inhale our hands to heart center here. And namaste. Thank you all for practicing with me. If you like the class, please give it a like and subscribe. Thanks. Have a good day.